you know, I've always wanted to play. There's nothing else I would want to do, just guitar. I'm James Ford, and I use Rotosound Ultramag strings. So I got into guitar by my dad taking me to a Who concert in '96 at Hyde Park. So you had like Bob Dylan, Alanis Morissette supporting, and then the Who bar Moon was playing the entire Quadrophenia set and some of like the classic Barbara Riley Won't Get Fooled Again, Who Are You, that sort of thing. And then ever since then I wanted to play guitar. That was it. The more and more people that I was seeing and listening to, the sort of bands like discovering, so like John Sykes, Blues Saraceno, Satriani and Vi, Tony McAlpin, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Each one of those guys are all different players, so their technicality, whether they're very good at sweep picking or just holding a note, that sort of stuff in combination, yeah, that's a really cool thing, and that's what I like. When I started playing, I used to listen to something like, so Frank Zappa and The Who. So it'd either be Hot Rats, Frank Zappa album, or Quadrophenia. And then kind of started off with like a blues approach, so that sort of Hendrix sort of. Another guy that I've not mentioned yet was Paul Kossoff. So that sort of. Like that sort of sustain, you just don't. That classic rock sound, you know, that Marshall and Rotosound, that combination for me really works. The tone from the Rotosound strings, I find I can get more of a rounded sound that doesn't die over the longevity of time of having them on the guitar, whether it's a Floyd Rose type or a fixed bridge sort of thing. They last as well. They don't have this sort of like, you know, put them on for 2 weeks and they're dead. Like they sing. And they don't break, and that's what I like. So I've tried many string brands over the years, and for the first time in like 25 years of playing, these are the strings for me to be able to play and not have to worry about if I overbend, is the guitar still going to be in tune, or are they going to snap halfway through a set or whatever. And the clarity as well per string, you can really hear it. I think any sort of guitarist could have Ultramags on their guitar. They've just got this sort of premium but above. It's like an elite string. I teach, I'm a session player, and I'm also releasing some instrumental rock music. Got some cool players on it. Doug Wimbish, bass player for Living Colour, and drummer Brian Tichy, who's played with Whitesnake, Dio, Foreigner, Billy Idol. So I met Doug, it was at an event up in Newcastle for a music store, and I was playing in the store, playing some Ibanez guitars, and he appeared, he just walked in the shop and he was just checking out my playing, and I was just like, oh my god, that's Doug. So I was like, hey, that was really cool. So we started working like remotely, obviously during the lockdown. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the stuff and it sounds massive. Brian Tichy, that came through a friend of mine. Jokingly, it was like, oh, ask him to play on your stuff. I was like, yeah, no way, he's too busy. And then he just literally came up in question. So he's like, hi, James, nice to meet you. He's like, hey, do you want me to play on your stuff? I was like, okay, cool. There's a reason, you know, like how things just, paths just cross. And there's a definite reason why these Rotosound strings and I play them. I'm really happy with them. They're best string, hands down.